Alright, I'm back with another video that I hope is helpful to you. I was playing around with the stereo in the GTI and I noticed that the driver's side speaker wasn't working, so I took it apart and found out that the original speaker is blown. Looks like it's been removed once before. It was broken and had these little ribbed push plug things. There it goes. And you see these all over cars, but anyways, it wasn't working. So I decided to hop on Amazon, and after doing a little bit of research, I found these, which will allow you to use, I guess, a pretty low profile 6.5 inch speaker, but they just fit in here like that. You get a little pass through up top. That's right here. That's for your wires to connect to your wiring harness. But this one's nice. It's a nice little spacer, and as you can see here, the holes line up. So it's one of the ones that I've found that actually fits in the MK6 GTIs, and probably some other models that I'm not aware of. But either way, I'm gonna get this thing mounted up, and then get the speaker mounted up and turn it on and see how it sounds. I'm sure it's going to be much better than the original speakers. I've got some of these cheap Amazon 6.5 inch speakers, which are probably still way better than the OEM speakers. SKAR audio. Yeah. I ended up using these self-tapping screws and just kind of tweaking the spacer a little bit, because the original holes are just rivets and really unusable because they're too big to do anything with once you pull those rivets out. So I just spun it a little bit, and I'm just using self-tapping screws, and they just screw right into the plastic. Easy enough. And then the speaker fits right in. So hopefully the door goes on. It's roughly about the same thickness as the original speaker. So hopefully the door goes on. I guess we'll see. Just got the speaker screwed in and on the spacer, and everything fit pretty nicely. The only thing that I ran into is sometimes these screws want to go this way, and so they kind of poke through the plastic there, so you gotta poke them in at an angle, and or you can pre-drill a hole, which also helps. I did that on a few just because I kept having the problem of the screws trying to come out the side here. And I just test fit the door panel, and fits perfectly around here, around the edge of the speaker. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Just ran the speaker wire through here, and I just use these. Very generic way of doing it, but works. Turned it on and tested it out. It sounds good. So I'm going to put everything back together. Now I'll probably do, even though this is the one that was broken, or it wasn't working, I'm still going to do the other one as well, because I bought two speakers and 2 spacers. So hopefully these speakers sound good, better than the OEM speakers, and it will be a nice upgrade. Okay, I got everything back together and got a chance to test out the new speaker, and overall I like it. And it's definitely louder, sounds more clear, maybe has a little more bass. It's kind of hard to tell because I still have the original speaker on the passenger side. So anyways, I'm going to swap out the passenger side speaker eventually. I'm not going to rush it because it still sounds pretty good. I'm just trying to replace the driver's side speaker that was just wasn't working. I don't think it was blown, it just wasn't working. That's it. So overall, I definitely recommend upgrading the speakers. I'll add a link in the description to the spacer and the speakers that I picked. Of course, you can choose different speakers, but some of them are, the depth is quite a bit deeper than these speakers, and I didn't want it to protrude too much and cause any issues with being able to put the door panel back on. So anyways, look for that, and hopefully it works out for you, and hopefully this is helpful.